Ahoy VC, welcome to the Personal Oasis. This is the Blind Island, and today we are starting a brand new segment. It's called 100 to 100. As you know, I am close to getting 100 subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. And because of that, I'm going to celebrate by listing off my top 100 favorite albums of all time. Again, this is favorite, not what I think is best, not what I think is greatest, stuff that I just really love to listen to, that my wife and I both really enjoy listening to. And we're gonna kind of do this in smaller chunks. It's going to go by top 5, so you can kind of look at these as a long extended period of top 5 under 5, and we're just going to take a look at each album, and it's the numbers, don't think too much into them. The higher they are on the list, the more I appreciate them, the more that I probably revisit them, but I love each one of these records for a very different reason. And just because it's down at the bottom of the list doesn't mean that it's necessarily any better than that's at number 75. It's kind of just based off of where I'm at this point in listening to music. Now let's get on to what is on the actual list. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at what we're listening to on the Personal Oasis, and that is Shaky Graves' Rolled Bones. This is a phenomenal record, and it barely missed out on the list. There were probably like 25 records that I had to painfully remove from the proceedings, and this was one of them. So I decided to listen to it in honor of getting this list started off. Now, starting us off at number 100, we have the Rolling Stones, their Satanic Majesties Request. This is a record that I return to very often. I love just this cover. It definitely is aping after Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles, and it's very messy. I'm not going to say it's a perfect record or that even I enjoy every single song that's on here, but the ones that work really work, and it's an experiment. It swings for the fences. It tries something different, and even if it doesn't always land, I can respect it a great deal. I think that a lot of people would say they prefer their Sgt. Pepper's, but for me, I just really love when a group tries something 100% brand new, and this is that for me. And I absolutely love 2000 Light Years from Home, and She's a Rainbow. There's so many great tracks on here, and it's definitely a great way to get this list started off. Next, at number 99, I have Tim Buckley's Lorca. This album came out the same year as another album, Blue Afternoon, and that was far more commercial, and this was the starting point for Tim Buckley to go into an avant-garde, strange, weird, atmospheric direction where he was really using his voice almost as an instrument rather than a singing apparatus. It was crazy. I can tell that his main influences on here are avant-garde, free jazz, luminaries such as John Coltrane and Albert Ayler. It is full of wonderful experiments, and again, it doesn't necessarily land on every single thing, but you're gonna see a major pattern in this list that I reward experimentation and swinging for the fences, and that's what this record is. I highly suggest that you take a listen to it. It's unlike any other folk album you'll ever hear. Next, at number 98, I have the Ghouls, Dracula's Deuce. This is a fun record. This is not high art or something that you're going to be, wow, I need to absolutely listen to this. But again, being a favorites list, I just love returning to this record time and time again. It makes me smile, it's funny, it's goofy, and the instrumentals on here are surprisingly adept and well done. I think it's a lot of fun and that you should check it out just for the surf rock instrumentals that no doubt inspired groups like the Cramps later on, and even Dead Kennedys. At number 97, I have the Beach Boys' Holland. This is my favorite Beach Boys album next to Pet Sounds. And to me, this is the most cohesive that the Beach Boys ever got to again. And that would include some of their earlier material. It is a wonderful full album experience, and the whole group is firing on all cylinders. Brian Wilson is the only person that's kind of sitting out on this, but it really showcases the powers of the other Beach Boys. And I highly recommend anyone who hasn't listened to this, give it a listen. The song, the highlight that I would recommend is Steamboat. Just a wonderful, rolling, proggy ballad that is something that will lull you to a rest that's really unparalleled. And at number 96, we have the Velcro Lewis group, Open Up the Sky. This is one of the newest records that I've listened to on this list, and it really has opened up my ears. It is a wonderful soul psychedelic funk outing. It's spacey, it's proggy, it's great. I highly recommend anyone who can find a copy of this, seek it out. It's still very cheap on Discogs, so snag it up while you still can. So guys, that's the beginning of my list, and just to let you know, I have limited artists to only appearing twice on this top 100. So if this had been a real top 100, I would have listed maybe 5, 6 Bob Dylan records or Tom Waits. But I really tried to condense it to just artists making an appearance twice on here. So let me know what you think of this new segment. I'm very excited to continue to share my top 100 favorite albums with you. And let me know what some of your favorites are in our comments below. Hopefully by the end of this we'll have 100 subscribers, and I'm thinking after this is done, starting off a contest of our own. I'm gonna be thinking of some ideas, and I hope that you guys have a great day on your own personal oasis. Cheers.